We here. We here.
And oh! Got the little fairy thing, so
You know what I mean?
back.
We back.
Back.
Back
It's
in the
been kind of
building.
quick though, since we did the thing Saturday. It's like,
Yeah,
man,
man.
it's just
If y'all missed it, you missed it. We was just live on Saturday, and we're back on Wednesdays now. So this is episode 117. Try It Hip Hop Podcast. It's your man, Uncle Kurt, and this is
Howie.
And we're back at it again. What's been going on, man?
Not much, man. This week been kind of, all right. You know what I'm saying? Just rain and stuff, man.
Yeah.
But we had a good Memorial. Memorial Day, because I get sometimes
Memorial Day. I do too. Labor Day,
Memorial Day, Veterans Day.
Yeah.
I get them mixed up, but yeah, I had a pretty good one. We grilled out and went over to my girl's house. We cooked out and stuff. Man, had hot dogs and stuff. Had a little bit of jams. Oh, and we played a new game. The card game Uno.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, now they got a game called Dose. It's actually pretty good. It's actually pretty. Yeah, I need to play
check that out.
Yeah, it's actually pretty dope, man.
I think I'm cut off a little bit on the Facebook camera.
Oh, my bad.
No,
Damn.
It's all about you anyway.
No, it ain't. It ain't about me, man. No, man, it ain't about me. My man Gary Gilmore in the house.
What up, Gary?
No, man, it ain't about me, man.
What up, Gary?
It's about the squad.
Yeah,
man.
I know. I'm just messing with you.
Man.
But yeah, we in the building. So we are live on Instagram. We live on Facebook. And we got YouTube going for later on. So thank y'all for checking us out. Don't forget, smash them buttons. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Yeah, man. So, how's your week been? Anything interesting?
Like I said, man, just like I said, the whole cookout thing.
Yeah.
And that's about it, man. Just getting back on the grind, man. Trying to make moves and man, just trying to do it up. That's about it.
Feel you, man.
How things going with you?
I mean, same old, same old. It's been a lot of rain lately, man. We can't get out of all this rain, but other than that, same old, man. I just been working and working on some side projects. I'm helping some people with their books. Because if y'all don't know, I do proofreading and editing for your books.
So holla at your boy.
Holla at your boy. If you need a proofreader or an editor, I got you. And so I've been working on some stuff like that. And just doing the regular old 9 to 5, working and keeping these bills paid. And, just being myself. So.
That's about it. Damn.
Yeah, man. We got a few things to talk about, that's been going on in the news lately. So first I want to give some condolences. We definitely want to say rest in peace to George Floyd, and our condolences to his family because as you know, he was the gentleman who lost his life to the police, to police brutality in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and he basically, from what I can see, there's 2 different videos, actually 3 different videos, which none of them show him resisting, you know what I mean? And so the cop basically puts his knee, once he get him on the ground, he put his knee in the back of his neck, you know what I mean? And the video I first saw was almost 10 minutes long. It was like 9 minutes and 50 some odd seconds. And right around the 4-minute mark, you can tell this dude just died right there. Now, they won't admit specifically when he died, but you can just see it. Because up until then, he kept talking and telling them, I can't breathe and all of that. And they just the dude wouldn't move. So anyway, man, rest in peace to him. We also want to give a rest in peace to a member of Kraftwerk. His name is Florian Scheider. I'm sorry. He passed away about 3 weeks ago. We didn't realize it. but they were the group that did the famous song Trans Europe Express. Yeah, man.
I remember all that, the perfect, was the perfect beat?
Yeah.
Planet, perfect beat.
Yeah.
Planet Rock. Planet Rock. Yeah, Planet Rock.
Yeah, they took that from there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, but we didn't even catch it, but he died a few weeks ago, because I think it was 2 people, and so he was one of the founding members, so... But yeah, rest in peace, and if you want, we can just give him a quick moment of silence.
Oh yeah, give me a second here.
All right, thank y'all for doing that with us. Appreciate that. I see we got my man R2G2 on IG. What's up, my man? We appreciate you checking us out, as always. Doing it big. If y'all need some good beats, go to R2G2.
And my man Brandon Rubble in the house. Right here,
what up, Brandon? What up? What up? Man. But yeah, man, it's been some legendary birthdays going on here recently, man, and some coming up. So I want to go through a few right quick. So back on May 24th, we had the legendary Patti LaBelle. Patti be getting them little hand things.
And I've yet to have them pies.
Oh yeah, I had one. Yeah, they're pretty good. Yeah, they're pretty good. Actually.
Dominic in the house.
Yeah.
Dominic in the house.
What up, Dom? Yeah, man. So on the 26th, which was yesterday, we had Lenny Kravitz and Lauryn Hill. Happy birthday to both of them. And then today, the 27th, we got a few today. We got my man Chi Ali. Let's give him some some sound effects.
Oh, my man, Danelle.
What up, Danelle? What's going on, man? Hey, we appreciate you, man, and everything you do. You always dropping some stuff on Facebook, so we appreciate you, man. Thank you for that, man. And then we got my homegirl Lisa Lopez, rest in peace, left eye. Her birthday's today, and we got the General from the South, Andre, 3 stacks.
3 stacks.
3 stacks. Yeah. And then a couple more. Oh yeah, you gotta drop something big for them legends, man. Hey, 3 stacks is a legend. So we got a couple more legends. Today we also got Jadakiss, Jada, yeah. And then the old school legend Spoonie G. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. He from that 70s, 80s hip-hop era, man. Spoonie G was putting it down, so he's one of the pioneers, man, for hip-hop. So got to give it up for him. Today's his birthday. Now, tomorrow, we got my man, Chubb Rock. In the place. I love Chubb Rock, man. I watch his show all the time. He on IG. He's on IG. He's got a Sirius XM radio show, I believe, and so he's still doing his thing. On the 29th, we got my man Keith Murray. Yeah. The most beautifulest thing in this world.
Just like that.
Get in ya. That's my dude right there, man. All right, so some more happy birthdays coming up on the 30th. We got a few. We got CeeLo Green. Let's give it up for him. Yeah. Boom.
That was late.
Yeah.
Hey, man, people forget, man, CeeLo was a spitter, boy.
Yeah, man. That's
I
why
mean, he wasn't no 3 stacks, but goddamn, boy.
But that's why he was able to hold it on his own when he left the group. So
yeah,
he has some skills, and he still does. Also on the 30th coming up, happy birthday to Remy Ma, one of my favorites all the time. Yes sir, yes sir. She one of my favorite rappers. Oh man, and the legend himself, Big L.
Big L, rest in peace.
Gotta drop them bombs for Big L. And then we got one more legend on the 30th, Jimmy Spicer.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Rest in peace and happy birthday to Jimmy Spicer, man. As y'all know, yeah, we just lost Jimmy Spicer.
Yeah.
Last year?
Yeah, about a year ago.
So that was a hard one for a lot of people.
Yeah.
On the 31st, we got my man Waka Flocka got a birthday.
Right.
And then the legend himself, DMC, Daryl McDaniels. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. He's a great dude. You know, he had a great personality. It was real nice when we got to interview him. So I really enjoyed that, man. So
Yeah.
All right, I think that's it for our birthdays. Let's see. So let's talk about some new music, my man.
Yeah.
So, Positive K got a new joint out called Let's Start Living.
All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And it's his way of taking on the coronavirus, pandemic. He's talking about that. So, instead of, trying to think about all this death, let's start living. You know what I mean? So,
That's what's up.
Yeah. And then, I forget the name of the song, but remember the song I sent you, R.A. the Rugged Man?
Well, Afro? Yeah, that shit go hard.
That joint went hard, man. Yeah, man. Y'all gotta hear that, man. We're gonna have to share that.
That's that
Alright, then also, Ludacris just debuted a song with him and Lil Wayne called Silence of the Lambs, man. That joint is hot, man. He actually debuted it during his live with Nelly, because there was a time when they was like doing an intermission, and he was like, all right, I'm gonna play y'all something new. And so I think that might be the first time him and Lil Wayne did a song together, I believe. But it's dope, man. It's called Silence of the Lambs.
That's what's up.
Y'all need to check that out. And then one I heard just this morning, Freddie Fox got a song with Biz Markie, and it's called Check It Out. I love it, man. Yeah. It's got that 90s, 80s flavor. He actually kind of pays homage to Bismarck by kind of mimicking Biz's style in one of his rhymes.
Okay, that's what's up.
So yeah, man, it was dope, man. So y'all gotta check that out too. But I think that's it for new music. So yeah, we'll definitely keep y'all updated on that. All right, so let's get to some topics. We got a lot of topics. First, I want to give a quick shout out to Dr. Dre. Him and Jimmy Iovine are opening a school out in California. It's going to be an arts and technology based school, and I think it's maybe already open or it's about to open. But I think that's dope. And it's going to be free. No tuition or none of that. So
clap that shit.
Let's clap that up, man.
I'll take free anytime.
Right. It's going to be called the Iovine and Young Hall. So, I guess named after the two of them.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But, yeah, definitely shout out to Dr. Dre for that. We also have, if y'all remember, Angie Martinez had a show called Untold Stories of Hip Hop. They're going to be bringing that back, kind of a quarantine version where, she's doing it from home and going live with some of the rappers that she's had on in the past and some new ones. So I believe it's supposed to start tomorrow, which is the 28th. Okay. So check that out. It's on WeTV, Women's Entertainment TV. So check that out. Gotta support that, man. If it's hip hop, it's hip hop.
Yup.
Did you check out this joint with Azalea Banks talking about she slept with Dave Chappelle? Yeah. I'm like, what is you talking about? Right. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to
do. What is you even talking about? So basically, she was on a live video, and I guess she was in her feelings about something, man. She was like, yeah, like saying she had to start exposing people. And she was like, yeah, so Dave Chappelle, you know, you don't want me to tell people how we had sex and stuff like that. And I'm like, come on, man. Come on, now. Ain't nothing about you that Dave Chappelle want. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, supposedly she threw that out there, but I haven't heard anything from Chappelle. But what do you think about that, man?
I won't tell you like, I listen to my man, what's my man, Ryan Davis, the comedian.
Yeah.
He right. She don't want to be that
right, exactly.
Boy,
you don't want Chappelle to put you in a skit.
Chappelle, yeah, because that's the thing, man. Chappelle's gonna be like, I mean, so what? Even if it did happen, Chappelle, all he gotta do, just do a little thing about it. Yeah, so sell your banks, yeah. Exactly. That's all he had to do. Yeah. That's all he really had to do. Sell your bank. Man, I was desperate. I was man, my wife, she wouldn't give me nothing. Right. I was like, I just had to get some pussy for the next time out. And then I was like, bang. You know what I'm saying? And then like, I mean, you do shit when you're desperate.
Right.
You know, that's all he gotta do.
That's all he gotta
do. That's all he gotta say.
Look, that might be why he not saying nothing right now. He busy at the house right now, writing it all down.
Writing it out. Yep.
This is exactly how I'm gonna tackle it. And in the next special, we're gonna hear all about it. So just like he did Juicy Smoothie. Juicy Smoothie. Man, that was funny as hell to me, man. Chappelle is one of the GOATs, man. I don't know what nobody say, man. It's a lot of people who feel like he's not in that top caliber of comedians, but he's one of the GOATs for me, in my taste. You know what I mean? And real quick, man, again, shout out to everybody checking us out on Instagram and Facebook. We appreciate that. Got Facebook over here, Instagram over here. So thank y'all again, man. And don't forget, smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button, share it out with your followers, all of that. You know what I mean? So, all right. So back to this. Let's talk about DMX versus Lloyd Banks. I don't even know if that's gonna go into anything, but it's kind of interesting, man. Do you think anything's gonna come of it?
Nah,
I don't think so either, man.
And that's no disrespect. This is no disrespect to Lloyd Banks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't. I really kind of see what DMX is going for, because really, I think in the hope and the caliber of things, I think DMX can kind of hold his weight. And you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of records that DMX had, man, people forget about. I mean, so I could kind of see him trying to go against a Jigga or like an Eminem. You know what I'm saying? Because like he just had that energy and stuff.
Right.
I mean, so, and don't get me wrong, Lloyd's nice, man. Like, Lloyd's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As far as like, you know, out of the G Unit crew. Well, I mean, I know he's out of now, but you know, out of that and all that stuff. But man, shoot. X, all he got to X gonna give it to you. That's all he gotta do, man. Come through with that.
I mean, Lloyd Banks, he definitely couldn't stand up to DMX or his catalog, but you know, I think he wouldn't be scared to battle him. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of, is anything gonna happen? I mean, based on what he wrote on Twitter, you know, I don't think he's gonna say anything else. But basically, it sounds like, you know, there might be some history, because Lloyd Banks was like, he said he thinks X might be mad because of like one time when he called him to do some studio work and he didn't show up. But basically, you know, DMX, as y'all know, was in the middle of a conversation with Fat Man Scoop, and they were going through what they considered the top 20 lyricists in the world. Fat Man Scoop was going through his, and he threw Lloyd Banks in there, and X was like, "What? Lloyd Banks? Lloyd Banks?
Lloyd
Banks?
You ain't too soon right now. You ain't too loud. 2 lines.
Yeah, he said,
exactly.
Matter of fact, he said, give me 4 bars. And then he's like, he couldn't do it. He said, all right, give me 2. Give me 2
bars.
Yeah.
Well, he got some nice bars, though. But
he do.
But at the same time, it is kind of, you know, in the mainstream, you know, as a whole. Right. Yeah, it is not, you know, rememberable. But, I mean, a lot of people do like Lil.
Yeah. He's dope. He's definitely dope. But, yeah, I mean, I agree with X2 to a degree. He's not on a certain caliber. If you're talking about of all time, you know, GOATs and all of that, lyricism, specifically on lyricism, I couldn't put him in my top 20. He's dope. Yeah. Maybe in my top 50, but not my top 20. So,
I want to shout out, my man Freshly.
What up, Fresh?
Fresh!
What up, man? Freshly Snipes.
Freshly Snipes.
We appreciate you, man, checking us out, man, and supporting the channel, man. All of y'all, we appreciate all y'all supporting the channel and, you know, just checking us out when you can. So we appreciate that. But yeah, I don't think nothing gonna come out from this DMX and Lloyd Banks thing. I mean, but you know, it would be funny, you know, if something jumped off. But I strongly doubt that it's gonna go anywhere.
Yeah, you know I really like to see him and I don't know. And honestly though, him and Jay-Z would be good, but at the same time, I think Jay-Z would probably win that one because of the catalog.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. X would be, if you're talking about the hardest, who just hit the hardest, X got it all day.
Yeah, X gotta get him, but that's what I'm saying. X would have to get him early.
Right.
Like early. Like he can't let off the gas. He gotta come in.
He gotta go hard.
You gotta go hard.
And I mean, when you think about it, there's nothing more that X could do because he don't really have no songs where he don't go hard. So it was like everything that he would play would be hard as fuck.
Yeah, even if he trying it. Right. Yeah, you know, I got a tear going down my eye.
Yeah,
you know, back to him as a baby. Mama,
right.
Mama,
he could literally play What They Really Want from a nigga and it would still go hard. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's talking about chicks, you know what I mean? So that would go hard as hell. But yeah. But anyway, man, let us know what y'all think about that. You know what I mean? DMX versus Lloyd Banks. If y'all think anything gonna come out of it, I strongly doubt it though. But let's also talk about the verses with 112 and Jagged Edge. Did anybody catch that? Because I caught a little bit of it.
I didn't get a chance to catch none of the verses this weekend. I heard that the Bounty Killer and Beanie Man actually did a great job.
Yeah.
Because they actually had some history.
Right.
But they're actually, you know, they got a good place now. And but yeah, I definitely have to go back and catch those.
Yeah, I didn't catch the whole thing on either one of them, so I'm gonna have to go back because, like, on both of them, I came in about 45 minutes to an hour late. So they were both in pretty good when I finally got in there because they both were going on at times when I was working, so I was kind of having to sneak it in between calls and all of that, you know. But everybody says that they love the whole Beanie Man and Bounty Killer, that went really well. And 112 and Jagged Edge, from what I saw, went good too. And it was, you know, some songs in there where I was like, okay, I didn't even realize that was Jagged Edge that sung that.
Yeah, the R&B sometimes you kind of like, it'll sneak up on you like, oh damn, they did that?
Right.
Yeah.
112 too, there was songs they did, I was like, okay, I didn't even know that was them. So, you know, that was a really good one. I think that was smart. And real quick on the versus tip, I want to ask y'all out there what y'all think about this. So we talked about last week who would be a good group to go up against the Lots. And, you know, the only group that I could think of was MOP. I think they go really hard. I don't know if their catalog is as big as the Lots, but I think they're both really hard. You know, that real street, grimy, you know, hard hitting, if you're talking about that. Or possibly Mobb Deep. You know what I mean? If you just go on tracks for tracks, I think that would be good. But I don't know what y'all think, man. Let us know what y'all think in the comments because we want some feedback on that. But I think if MOP's catalog was a little bit bigger, I think they would be a good matchup because I mean, they go hard as hell, man.
But like I said, you know, when we was coming up, shout out my man CJ.
What up, CJ?
Yeah, Air Academy. But yeah, like what I was saying, Billy Dan's and Lil Fame,
yeah.
like they do well together, but I don't think they're as knit as the Lox are, especially not like Styles and Jada. Like,
yeah,
cause they can go back and forth, and it just, and then Sheik is kind of like the wild. Not that he wild, but he's kind of like the tenor to their bass.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying, and it just works.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, Sheik, man, he go hard as fuck, man. But I ain't gonna lie, I kind of feel like MLP. I think they are kind of close. I might be wrong, but it feel like to me, like every time I hear them together, I feel like their chemistry is like you know what I mean, like brothers or something.
Yeah.
And I feel like they just don't have as big of a catalog as the Lox. But I think other than that, I think they would still be a good match.
Now, one thing I will say about them too with MOP, they actually work with some. They work with some hitters.
Oh yeah,
they work.
Yeah.
They got a little sneaky hits now.
Mm-hmm. They've been on Busta Rhymes joints. Who else have they been?
Yeah, they always on. Well, not always, but they've been on Busta Rhymes constantly.
Yeah.
Jay-Z got a joint with them.
Jay-Z, Cool G-Rap.
Yep.
Man, listen. And you can't be no slouch to go with nobody like G-Rap.
No.
You know what I mean? Or Busta. You know what I mean? So
yeah, so it might actually that might be a little close.
Yeah, man. But I might have to put that out there and just tell the versus people, look, this is what I want to see. You know, I'm gonna put a post up about that and tag them in and see what they say.
Jada's gonna be like, man, I mean, the money gotta be right though. You know what I mean? I mean, maybe we'll do it. Maybe do it. Maybe do.
You know? Yo, Jada is foolish, man. I can see him saying something like that too. Yo, the money gotta be right.
The money gotta be right.
You know what I mean? You almost had to poke Mike. The money was right. Yo. But anyways, man. We got a few more things to talk about, especially talking about the versus battle. My man Bun B from UGK, he would love to see a battle with UGK and 8Ball and MJG.
And
I think that would be good.
I think that's because really what group could really go with them.
Right.
I mean, because they are kind of like on that same way.
Yeah.
One from Texas, one from Memphis.
Yeah, I hadn't even thought about it until he said it. I was like, oh, snap. That would be dope, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, I would love to see that, man, because one of my favorite joints is that, do you want to ride in the backseat of a Cadillac?
That was MG? Who was that?
That was 8Ball and MJG.
I thought that was dude. That was Pole Pimp, wasn't it?
Wasn't that 8Ball and MJG?
I know, Pole Pimp.
Nah.
Pole Pimp and
We're
Twister.
gonna have to look that up. I think it was Twister and 8Ball and MJG. I might be wrong, but we will have to look that up and double check that. We'll fact check that.
But now that, you know, with UGK, that front, back, side.
Yeah, man.
Shoot, man,
Yeah,
they hit, man. I'm telling you, man, they had some hits.
Yeah, man. So that would be a good matchup. You know, hopefully we'll get to see that. I think they're still trying to set up the what's the name? 3-6 Mafia and
Bone
Thugs.
Thugs.
Yeah, I think we're still working on that. So I'm still ready for that. You know, I mean, they're both good for each other. I think they would make a good versus matchup. So,
and the one I'm ready for, and I think everybody else is ready for, is the 50 Cent and the Ja Rule.
Yeah,
that's what we want.
They need to stop.
They need to stop fucking around and just give that to us. Come on, 50.
Exactly.
Look, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say it right now. You know all them murals and shit that was me doing that because I wanted you to do the Ja Rule and 50. Nah, I'm playing with 50. 50, I'm fucking with you, man. I ain't want to get. I don't want to get messed up. Speaking of 50, I've heard that 50 actually got a book out and it was actually pretty good.
Oh yeah,
and it's actually talking about life lessons and actually he talks about. From what I heard, is like from a business perspective.
Okay.
And you know, he's actually got some things in there, and I think I heard a couple of inserts, and this is off of another podcast. A couple of inserts where he was actually talking about Lloyd.
Oh, okay.
Lloyd's getting mentioned a lot today,
wow,
but
yeah,
he was talking about like he really wanted to see him do more.
Yeah, I agree.
Because
I can agree with that.
Yeah, because like and I can even when Prodigy he did his book, he was actually talking about one time 50 came in and he had a meeting and he was talking about how like y'all ain't even wearing the brand, like y'all up there wearing y'all up there wearing like he wanted them to wear G-Unit stuff.
Right.
Y'all up there wearing Gucci and all that stuff. Like, I want y'all to wear my brand. Like, I'm paying all this money for y'all to wear my brand. Y'all not even wearing it. So that gone.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I
mean,
seem like to me that would be like second nature. You know what I mean? Y'all all part of G-Unit, so if you got a G-Unit brand, rock that shit. You know what I mean?
So, but yeah, like I said, I do want to. I'm kind of curious about it now because I kind of want to read that and kind of see what
Yeah.
And see where he grown. I mean, he still does a little trolling stuff, but I think when you get a certain age, you still kind of you still have some type of growth.
Right. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I don't know what's gonna. I think 50 could still make music, but I think he's just so into the other stuff, making shows and movies and all of that. I think he's gotten into that CEO mind frame. Like, I don't have to rap another day in my life,
Well, I think what it is too now, I think when 50 came along, there wasn't really no competition. Like, you know what I'm saying? In the scheme of things, like his competition was like Kanye West. You know what I'm saying? And they were like on two different spectrums. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it's just. I mean, he kind of talks about that too. Like, he could have been like one of the greats, but it just really was no competition out there. I mean, if he came out there, he would murder everything. As far as like the way they had it. Now, there's some MCs that could take 50. I'm gonna let y'all know that right now.
Definitely.
But the way his package and the cadence and all that other stuff. But yeah, man, I mean, he was pretty much set up.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I still would love to see that. Like you said, Ja Rule versus 50. If they could put their little past feelings aside and get that going.
Nah, fuck they feelings, son. Nah, they need to keep that shit. Make it a real battle. I want them on the same stage. Right. I want them, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want them to throw shit at each other and start, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Mugs pull out the guns and, well, maybe not the guns. Nah, we don't want to kill nobody.
Right.
They little switchblade. I can do with that.
Right.
Little poke or something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But yeah, it would still be a great battle, man. Because I mean, I think their catalog, Ja Rule, people sleep on him, but he got a big catalog, man.
Yeah, Ja Rule got some stuff. I mean, I'm not much of a fan of him, but Ja Rule actually got some stuff, man. And you know what I'm saying? I would have to give that to him. Got some hard shit too.
Yeah. So I think that would be a good matchup. You know what I mean? If they were willing to do it, I'd love to see that. I think that would be the one that would get the highest ratings of them all.
Yeah, I think it would kill
the highest ratings
of
them all.
Internet be down.
Yeah.
For 2 days. Oh.
But anyway, man, I guess we better move on before we run out of too much time.
Yeah.